Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to stage the most pointless rescue mission since Rose uncuffed Jack from that pipe in Titanic in XCOM, War of the Chosen. Sure, Mox, we'll come and do this personnel extraction, buddy. We'll get you loose, don't worry. We're definitely not gonna leave you stuck in the clutches of the evil ball of derp. No, we would never do that. We promise. We definitely weren't just using you for a little sweaty proletariat sex in the backseat of an old car, which had no place on that ship really to begin with, now that I think about it, but I digress. This trip we're on, it's just, it's not the summer I spent slumming before I settled down into a respectable match and a long and happy life. This isn't me sowing my wild oats. Oh no, it's definitely not that, Mox, I promise. This relationship, this one is going places. There's a bunk on the Avenger with your name on it, and we're gonna get a little happily ever after once this extraction starts, I promise. There's gonna be plenty of room for you here on the Avenger, just like there was plenty of room for Jack on that floating door. We're gonna live happily ever after, man. Happily ever after. Trust me, I feel it. Also feel like some alien alloys, sure, we could use some. What are our other options here? A supply raid? We should probably finish picking up that engineer. The alloys are interesting. Let's go hit this. I mean, it's 2 days till we gotta go get Mox. And when I say pray tall Mox, you should trust me. I mean, what's not to trust about me, Perfidious Pete? I got the name Perfidious right. I mean, it's right. You know what? Why not trust a guy like me? Why not trust a guy who's over here dropping references to a movie I've never actually seen? Somebody's like, Pete, you've never seen Titanic? Well, no, I've never actually sat down and watched the film, but I've seen, like, the important 12 minutes of the movie on several different occasions. There's actually about 12 total minutes of that movie that matter, and if you've seen them all and, like, you can catch it, yeah, I'd say about 12 total minutes in about 6 discrete chunks. There's about 6 2-minute chunks of that movie that are all you really need to know to learn the narrative, and I've seen the important 12 minutes of it, so I feel qualified to comment on its, general... I'm just gonna shut up. I shouldn't poke fun at James Cameron. The man's a master filmmaker. I'm an idiot who plays video games on the internet. I have never seen Titanic, though, and you know what? Probably never will. Advent Black Site. We could hit it. We don't really need the Doom Project reduction. We're just waiting. We're just waiting for Pray Tall Mox. He comes out in 1 day. What should we spend our last day doing? You know what? Let's go screws the black market. I don't think we've swung by in June, and I believe, if my memory serves me correct, the black market rewards refresh every month. We can also get rid of some stuff. What do we want to hork here? Probably don't need all these Viper corpses. Definitely don't need all these Muton corpses. Let's take that down to like 6. Advent Mech Rex. We don't need quite so many of those. We have 6 Illyrium cores. Huh. That's more than I would have thought. Advanced stock, not necessarily useful. Auto loader. That's not terrible. A laser sight we're never going to need. A regular stock at this point we're never going to need. Advanced conditioning, we might be able to make use of that. Berserker corpses, I think we'll hang on to those, along with the jars of urine, Mr. Burns. So we're going to go hop on the Spruce Moose. Advanced laser sight, advanced expanded magazine, auto buy. It's a must-have. We need all expanded magazines. PCS advanced speed. You know what? Yeah, I will take it. I love speed mods. I love them. Good for Reapers. Spectre Autopsy, supplies, hair trigger, laser sight. Alright, so this month we actually did get some stuff out of the black market, and some useful stuff as well. Do I want to hit the alloys or would I rather... I don't really want to unlock a supply raid this quickly, especially not when we have supplies coming in 4 days. Let's go ahead and hit the alien alloys. We would like to ultimately try and pick up that supply drop before it expires. Thanks to Matthew McConaughey and his mad hacking skills, we do have a quick bonus to our scanning, so we're going to get these things done much quicker than normal. Tommy Chong apparently took one in his bong hole. I told you to close your mouth when engaged in a firefight, Tommy, but you never listened. Now you got shot right in the soft palate. Well, let's go kill Ball of Derp again. Oh good, Shadow Squad. We'll get an additional use of the conceal ability, because that's a thing we definitely need. Can we even make use of that? Probably not. I'm trying to figure out how we would ever make that be useful. Yeah, we got to send in 3 people. Is Rihanna? Rihanna is tired, so you know what? We're not going to send Miley. Let's send the wiffle ball. Let's send new team leader Keanu Ghost Reeves. Cheech's buddy Chong is out of action. Wiffle ball, you're in with Woody Harrelson. Is Woody back in action? He's been down for a while. Where the hell is Woody? Oh, no, he's still hurt. 4 more days out for Woody Harrelson? Good God. I mean, I've got Keanu Reeves, though. What more do I need? I guess we'll send in Cheech. Go ahead and get in there. Cheech is a lieutenant. We got 3 I'm sending 3 lieutenants on the same mission. Don't necessarily feel great about that. Keanu, we're going to swap you out and give you a little bit of med kit here. Let's make utility items available. Make weapons available. Make armor available. Not that the armor's ever going to matter. And let's change our weapon loadout here a little bit. Give you... So we have an expanded magazine and an autoloader, and we have a hair trigger and an advanced repeater. We kind of want to get this weapon upgraded to where it's good. The advanced repeater, we need one that also has... We're going to give you this. And as much as I hate to override an upgrade, I mean, it's a hair trigger. How useful is it? It's not useful at all. It's going to be an advanced expanded magazine. So now we have 1 weapon. If we can get in the hands of somebody who has Banish, that's going to be very, very good. We'll let Wiffle Ball go ahead and take that. She's actually going up the freedom pole on this one. It just occurred to me. So this has an expanded magazine. Can we do something better? Expanded magazine and an autoloader. I mean, that's not a terrible combination. It's not great. Also, you know what we should do? We should customize this weapon a little bit. Keanu Ghost Reeves. Just, I want my weapons to be visibly different so I can know who has the special ones. And somebody did suggest in the comments color coding our uniforms so we know who has what abilities, which is also a really, really good idea, but something you have overestimated my ability to do, or rather, my willingness to do, because never forget, Perfidious Pete is a lazy, lazy, lazy man. Color coding people based on their abilities, ugh, that's too much work. Advanced stock, you know, we'll hang on to the advanced stock, but I will go ahead and give you an autoloader. That's potentially useful given your small clip size. That's got Cheech going. Oh, for Cheech, though, we do need to customize his weapon color then. Since we know it's going to be one that has mods, anything that's got a mod on it, we're going to customize it somehow. By mostly making them like the most abominably hideous colors you can imagine. Lime green works for me. You know, that bud you're packing there, Cheech, it doesn't look ripe. Normally you want it to be like a much darker green than that. That doesn't... That lime green doesn't look too terribly dank to me, sir. You seem like the kind of cat who's only smoking the dankest of herb. You're the dank master, if you will. Dank master. You ever think about they should have a reality show called Dank Tank? Where they get a bunch of, like, really famous cannabis aficionados, you know, like your Jason Mewes, your Cheeches, your Chongs. And then they have people come and pitch them new strains of bud. They could call it Dank Tank. Some guy's coming and he's like, oh, I got Loco Maui Wowie over here. It's a hybrid strain, Acapulco Gold Maui Wowie. And it's really good. Maui Wowie good. They put them to come in and pitch them on the Dank Tank. Or you got like new and innovative bong designs and like cannabis infusion techniques. Like a guy who figures out a way to infuse brownies without actually baking the pot right in. He's like, no, see what you do is you substitute vegetable oil in the recipe for cannabis oil.
Structure just ahead. We have the advantage of stealth here, so we should try to get in and out as quietly as possible.
I mean, this mission's a joke, Brad. For the person we're coming to rescue, we're actively, like, we don't care about them. If the game will let us fire them, I'm gonna fire them. And the other thing is, we could just walk in and walk out completely unscathed here. Like, we're in zero danger whatsoever. Unless somebody steps on us, which is entirely possible and a thing we should be
I go where I am needed.
Assiduously trying to avoid.
Don't be sweet.
Did you tell me not to be sweet, Cheech? Come on, you know you're a softie. You know you love Pete when he comes down. He's like, oh yeah, Pete's getting all sweet on you, getting all syrupy and romantic. You know what you like. I guess we'll just come over here with Keanu. I don't believe we have a turn timer on this either. My real goal here is to just kill one of these patrolling troopers, get him out of the way so that we can slip into the building where our captive is being held with no risk of discovery. I'm really just trying to poke a hole in their perimeter defenses. Codex over there. And a friend. And Codex and friend actually have relatively large amounts of health. Yeah, but there's a remote start over here that blows up what appears to be 2 turrets. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Enjoy the show.
Security level increased a little bit. Oh darn. The security level doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter at all. Like, it doesn't affect us even a tiny bit.
Moving out.
We can remote start something else. Anybody else near something that goes boom? Doesn't look like it, at least not at the moment. Well, you know, I mean, except for this guy. This guy, he's actually, unfortunately, near something that's about to go biggity bizoom.
It requires patience.
I love that Cheech Marin is Russian, by the way. Russian Cheech is best Cheech. So, Keanu, we forgot to give you, I meant to give you a med kit.
I am trusting you.
And I forgot to do that. Well, see you now. Hey, I think the alert status just went up again. These guys are like, coming over here to look at this. You know, I don't remember the entire base being engulfed in flames. What are you talking about? Nobody knows we're here.
Lost the advantage yet, though. Try to avoid engaging their forces if possible.
They've noticed something, like that a third of the base is suddenly engulfed in a giant conflagration of fire. Be like, you know, something seems a little off here. Do you guys remember? Did we leave this like this when we were, Bob, when we went home after the end of our shift yesterday? Was everything on fire? Because I don't remember this fire being here. Like, this is really raging out of control.
I must move quickly.
Security level 4, the enemy's on guard. They appear to be going in to try and, like, cover Playtall Marks. They're like, they're coming for the prisoner, we gotta go. That's good solid tactics when you're holding a hostage. I mean, that's just in general a good idea. If somebody's coming and they're coming for your hostage, you just go threaten to kill them. That's just smart.
I'll leave this here.
Good old-fashioned smart tactics. You gotta use the hostage. There's a reason you took them hostage in the first place, and that's to use them against the enemy.
As ordered.
If you're gonna take a hostage, you may as well use them for what, you know, dance with the one you brung you. Oh, T in hell. I was gonna say, if she clones into a tile that's actually adjacent to one of my troopers, though, I'm gonna be utterly fucking furious. And why don't you go ahead and get silent killered? Thanks. See you in hell. Hey, they've increased their security again. Keanu Reeves picking up a free ability point from that flanker. These guys are super confused. They're just running around going, what the hell's going on, man? Didn't you see that? Ricky was there one moment alive and fine, and suddenly he's just dead, man. He died in a catastrophic explosion, and we never even saw what shot at him. You know, that's a little risky. 81% is not as, it's not as good of a connect rate as I'd like to see. Are we going to be able to get anybody with the flank shot? Probably not. Sad thing is, while it's not as good as I'd like it to be, it is probably the best we're going to do. I think we kind of got to take it. Cheech does have silent killer as well. Oh, there goes that security level again. The enemy's alarmed. I'd be alarmed, too, if enemies that I couldn't see were just wandering around my base, slaughtering my personnel indiscriminately. Moving through the shadows like ghosts, with leaving me with no chance at repercussion, no idea what the hell's going on. Like, not even a tiny bit of a shit of a clue. I also would probably try and sound the alarm. Be like, guys, everything's on fire and people are dying from sniper bullets being fired out of the ether. I feel alarmed. This is a very alarming situation. I don't suppose we have one more claymore. Well, I mean, if we've got one more claymore, is there any particular disadvantage to using it?
My life is in your hands.
I don't really see one. So, Keanu, let's have you whip this right here.
A deadly trap.
And then I guess we'll just have Cheech go ahead and shoot it.
I'm trusting you.
Why are you so concerned, Cheech? And see you in hell. There we go. Well, we destroyed some loot. That's unfortunate.
I will go.
Kristen Stewart, reload. We're going to want to wait, because we're going to have to do like a dine and dash on this bit. I really want to be able to get out of here. See, yeah, this is what I was worried about.
We have an inbound advent transport closing on your position. Looks like your cover is blown. There's an alien patrol nearby.
Is my cover blown, though?
I must reload. I will go.
What I'd like to do is just be able to do a little quick, like, dine and dash here. So let's hack this. As soon as we hack this, though, we get revealed. We're gonna have reinforcements dropping next turn. Kristen Stewart will be the only person visible, though. You know what? Go ahead and do it.
We could just blow it open.
Kristen Stewart, I like the way you're thinking in the whole we could just blow it open thing. I do appreciate that. You know what? Just give me the small intel cache, actually. Kristen Stewart almost did it! I was about to make it. I don't think Kristen Stewart's smart enough for this kind of crack, but then...
It's
amazing.
Time to move.
The compound was sort of already on full alert. Why did you get revealed, though? Shouldn't Kristen Stewart have been the one who was revealed? Well, we've got enemies that are coming in at us here. Cheech, I want you... You're also no longer concealed. You're on over... No, don't call it Sky Ranger. Go on Overwatch. Keanu, also be on Overwatch. Kristen Stewart, come in here. You should be mostly out of line of sight. And we're going to have you pick up our boy, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. Our whole goal at the end of this is to not have our team within vision so that we can ghost out.
Advent stink is unmistakable.
Did you just say Advent stink is unmistakable? I'm pretty sure you just said those guys smell.
Looks pretty tough.
Good Overwatch from Keanu. Not gonna put us in range where we could finish that guy off with a silent killer, or probably at all. Looks like he and his friends are gonna come conveniently stand next to a bunch of explodable stuff, though. We like it when they do that. And then this guy's gonna get shot by Cheech Marin. Oh, see Cheech! Hey, I think that's Cheech Marin. I think I can get his autograph. Cheech, buddy! You're one of my all-time favorites. Can you help me out here?
Just off the mark.
More reinforcements.
Compound has reached maximum alert status.
So I want to try something here. I'm going to see if we can shadow.
Multiple inbound transport.
I want to see if picking up a unit uncloses. I didn't want to do that, though. Just lock yourself in with them. That's fine. Yes, this is absolutely going to reveal us.
We are known to them.
It did, in fact, 100% reveal us. Alright, well, I mean, it was, I was just curious if we could maybe do that fully on the stealth and the sneak. Kristen Stewart,
get there.
all we really have to do here is just run. I mean, we're fine. The enemy should not be able to get any of our guys in line of sight. The only thing we really have to worry about is them overwatching us next turn. Any of them we might be able to kill on the way out. Of course, we are going to, because I'm a vindictive bastard. I hate Advent. None of them are close enough to one I can actually remote start, though. Alright. Oh, Keanu Reeves is going to go focus on being utterly invisible. A thing he probably should have tried to focus on after the debacle that was Reloaded. If we have you come outside, Cheech, and run you, say, over here, where nobody can see you. I really just want Cheech to be able to cloak up so I don't have to worry about him. Never mind. I was gonna say, so I don't have to worry about you getting shot, and then that happened. You know what? Doesn't matter. Cheech is gonna go full Batman mode, just throw a smoke bomb at his feet. He's like, poof! Suck it, Joker! The bat smoke has saved it. You guys ever wonder if Batman had some serious narcissism working? He names everything after himself. It'd be like if I invented a device and like if I invented an AI program to play XCOM for me and I called it like the Pedicon. How come everything has to be the bat something? Why you gotta name everything after yourself, Batman? Is it an insecurity issue? Is that it? Do you have like an inferiority complex because you couldn't save your parents and you let them die? Is that what it's all about? You'd be like, I should have been able to save them, but I wasn't strong enough. So you have serious insecurity issues, and ever since then, you like gotta name everything after yourself. Be like, I want everybody to know who did this. This boomerang that's stuck in a door? No, it's a batarang. I want them to know that the bat was here. Oh, there we go. Mox is perfectly safe, and now we can just kick him out in airlock, I guess. Killed 8 of 15. Ball of Derp never even bothered to show up, by the way. Threw a party and she didn't even show up. It was like she didn't even show up to her own birthday party. Operation Driving Rage. It's Perfidious Pete every morning on the freeway. That's what I call my commute every morning. I'd be like, well, get up, get in the shower, get dressed, brush my teeth, comb my hair, get ready to go to work. I'd be like, time for Operation Driving Rage.
But Mox has been safely returned, Commander.
Yeah, can he be swiftly fired, though? I'm glad that he's safely returned, but I'm more interested in him being swiftly fired.
I will not forget what you and your soldiers have done for me.
Well, you know, you're right to hold it against us, Mox, because we did make you wear those ridiculously undignified mittens. I probably would never forget what I and my soldiers had done to you either.
You could lead the Reapers any day, Commander. Well done.
I mean, I do it basically every day, though, Volk. It's, in fact, the only thing I do. Leading Reapers is kind of my shtick at the moment. Operations in the Resistance Ring. Well, let's get a new covert action ready. We could go hunt the Chosen Assassin, Part 3. We do have a major. We could send Miley Cyrus in on that. I don't want to recruit skirmishers. I don't want to recruit a Templar. We can't improve combat intelligence. We could pick up ballistics modeling, we could increase our region income, or, like, this is it, though. These are our whole options. Well, this is only going to take 8 days. What is this? Okay, if we do that, let's see what that leaves us for potential soldiers on our next mission, though. Looking things over, actually, we'll be fine, really. It's good. No, we can do it. We are going to have to send Miley out, but isn't Rihanna tired for a while anyway? Yeah, see, Rihanna's tired for 5 days, so that gives Miley something to do while she waits on the older, tired, busted-down hag that is Rihanna. You gotta be the new hotness, young and fresh like Miley. Let's get Major Destiny Hope Cyrus in there. Who wants 4 willpower? I guess... What if we send, like, Snoop and Dave Chappelle on this one? Let's get my boy... D-O-double-G. Dave Chappelle, you can negate the... Yeah, because I really don't want Miley Cyrus wounded here. Ordinarily, we might consider skipping this and just running the risk of somebody being wounded. But I really don't want Miley to be that someone.
We'll get the job done. Don't worry, Commander.
Of course we will. We're the greatest infiltrators who have ever lived. We can't be seen. We can't be stopped. We're an invisible force. We're like everything they hunt on all of those ghost hunter shows. Every single thing. We're just a bodiless, invisible force of malevolence. Ready to come down upon our enemies and destroy them with absolute and perfect clarity. Probably some of us got shot in the Civil War too, which is why we're haunting wherever it is that we're haunted. Be like, oh yeah, this asylum is haunted because the Civil War. Be like, what does that have to do? You know, probably a lot more horrible things went on considering this is a 250-year-old insane asylum and they didn't used to treat people with mental illnesses very well at all. In fact, I treated them horribly and typically abused them. Be like, nope, Civil War. They got shot in the Civil War. Yankees came and burned it to the ground. And be like, well, okay, but probably if they are haunting it, it's over the fact that they gave them a lot of electroshock therapy and ice pick lobotomy. Nope, it was the Civil War. It's always the Civil War. Everything is haunted because of the Civil War. In fact, the Civil War is the reason ghosts exist. You watch a lot of ghost hunter shows, you would know. Be like, well, you know, if the Civil War hadn't happened, nothing would be haunted. No one would have a reason to haunt anything were it not for the Civil War. I guess we'll do battlefield medicine since it is... Yeah, it's...
Interesting choice.
It is something we can actually use, and since we won't have an abundance of medkit charges anyway, given that like only one of our team is going to be able to even carry one, in the event we really need to get somebody healed, we want to make sure to make the limited number of heals as effective as we can get them.
Strategic resource located.
Picked up 31 alloys. That's excellent. I mean, alloys and Illyrium crystals. Do we really need those? Do we really need the supply rate? There's the other question. I mean, we could go grab... We should hit it before it expires. Our scanning bonus isn't gonna last forever, I suppose. We could spend 4 days... Well, actually, we'll start this, then we'll go pick up the supplies, then we'll circle back. We'll go pick up our supply drop that Optimus Prime is just about to leave for us. Thanks.
High hopes for the resistance under your leadership, Commander.
But look at all this shit that I did. Compare my activity to the alien activity. Oh, they got 2 Avatar project progress, which granted is more than I'm comfortable with. And sure, they built 1 new facility and completed a dark event, but I stopped the retaliation, I did a guerrilla op, I did a council mission, I contacted a new region, investigated 5 rumors, reduced the Avatar project by progress by 1, so that actually negates fully 1/4 of everything the aliens did right there. Researched 2 technologies, completed 6 covert actions? Yep, that's a lot. 3 proving ground projects, rescued Praetor Mox, who I need to fire still, by the way, and ambushed somebody. Or rather, escaped an ambush. It's been a busy month, Optimus Prime. Cut me some freaking slack over here. Chosen increased risks on covert actions, and El Huntador and the Wizard of Warlock Court is not really up to anything. Enemy tech and psionic defenses are doubled, don't care. Aliens improved their threat response procedures, granting reinforcements on all guerrilla ops for a month. That's kind of bad, but also I kind of don't care. Since as long as we stay undetected, why do we care about reinforcements? They'll never show up. Volunteer army is actively bad for us because that resistance soldier is not going to be concealed. Resistance supply drops are collected kind of like that. Excavation speed increased by 50%. We have to use a Reaper only one because it's all we've got a slot for. 50% extra excavation speed, I don't hate. Let's do that one. Seems good enough. And we might get rapid collection and substitute that in once our bonus scanning time that we have Matthew McConaughey pumping us up with, once that expires, we may swap this.
You are the boss.
Well, I mean, if you think I'm Bruce Springsteen, you're woefully mistaken. Woefully. Bruce Springsteen is the boss. I'm not even like 1/1 billionth as cool. If Bruce Springsteen is a 1 Springsteen worth of cool, my cool ratio, I'm a nano Springsteen. I'm 1 nano Springsteen of cool. Exactly 1/1 billionth as cool as Bruce Springsteen. Operation Tomb Chalice. Neutralize a target in an advent vehicle. Alright, we can... Well, yeah, I mean, that's gonna be...
Commander,
We'll just go throw a grenade at it. Pretty sure the mission's done.
The only way we can stop them is to strike first.
Are you sure, Bradford? Because it seems like we're way ahead of the curve in the whole Chosen thing. Sure, we haven't found 2 of them yet because we haven't exactly been busting our hump to go and contact a lot of regions.
We have people still waiting for an assignment.
We do?
We can have them working on construction, excavation.
Oh, right. We got an engineer from somewhere. Well, Aaron Robinson, congratulations. Go work in resistance comms, I guess. Seems like a suitable task for you. We could put you on the power relay, except we don't really need power. We could upgrade the workshop, put you in there, and give us more gremlins, which, now that I think about it, might actually be the smartest move. What if we... How much does this upgrade? It does take 2 power, but we've got it. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. So we'll go get an extra workbench, and then we're gonna unassign you from this. So beat it.
Expand our facilities further.
Yeah, thanks, Lily. I'm aware, but also I'm about to solve that problem. Because what I did is I built a staffing gremlin over here, and then we can have the staffing gremlin come over here to the power relay. We can just put the gremlin in here. And this allows Aaron Robinson to multitask. That girl can be in 2 places at once, and we actually made a net gain of power and still got our resistance comms increased because everybody loves talking to a VRU. This is fantastic. We have a gremlin answering the phones. It's going to be like, if your haven is currently being assaulted by Advent forces, press 1. If you'd like to talk to John Bradford about his gin consumption, press 2. If you are prepared to surrender to Advent in return for their access to their gene therapy clinics, press 3. For all other inquiries, please press 4 or remain on the line. I oftentimes don't feel good about the way I prosecute the Advent project. But the VRU, you know what? It's going to save us so much time. If you could please input the number of your Haven ROW. Enter your Haven account number and your access code, and a representative will be with you shortly. And by shortly, I mean next episodes, because this one's done. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more of our phone answering gremlins, might consider subscribing as well. I'll post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to go record some voice response unit messages for the gremlins so people don't know they're actually talking to a machine. It's going to be like when you get one of those robocalls where the girl goes, "Hi, this is Sarah. Can you hear me okay?" You'll be like, "Fuck you and die, robot." Except that voice is going to be mine. Because, you know, "Fuck you and die, Pete" isn't a response I get enough right now. I felt I needed more. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.